So basically what's happening is you already know how to graph y equals mx plus b. And now we're going to talk about what do you do if it's not y equals mx plus b, but it's y is less than mx plus b or equal to mx plus b, like that. And so here's what we do. So let me get that out of the way. Let's say your inequality is y is less than x plus 3. So in most ways, this is just going to be the same as usual. So we start with the y-intercept, which is 3. So we go 1, 2, 3, put a dot. And then our slope, well, the number in front of x is a 1. And then we need it to be a fraction, so we put it over 1. So it's up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Go in the other direction. And then the last part is the graphing. And now this is where it starts changing. And we have to look at this symbol right here and decide what does it tell me to do. Now when we're graphing, remember when we would graph and do like open circle to the right or closed circle to the right? We're going to do the same kind of thing, only we have to translate that into lines. So open and closed circle. This was if it was just greater than, right? And this was if it was greater than or equal to. So to say it was equal to, we filled it in and said, hey, it's the same as that. When it was just greater than, we said it started there, but it wasn't exactly that. Well, in lines, how that transfers is, if it's greater than or equal to, you're going to do a solid line. If it's just greater than, then what we're going to do is a dashed line. Okay, so this one is just less than, which means it's not equal to, which means we do not include the line. So we will put a dotted line through to say that it is not the exact line. Okay, and then we need a shade. Okay, so now it's this part of it. Only now it's not going to be a line because we already actually have a line. That would be awkward. What we're talking about is being greater than or less than the line. And when we talk about this one, we're saying that the y value, is less than the line. So if I go to the line on the y-axis, so I'm going to go right here. Okay, here's the y-axis. I'm going to go where the line is. And according to this, it says that y is less than, y is smaller. Well, this is the y-axis, and smaller numbers go down. So I'm going to go ahead and signify that by putting an arrow that goes down from that spot where it crosses the y-axis. Now, what that means is anything below this line, so anything here on this side of the line, is a solution. Okay, anything, any of these points, as long as it's underneath the line, is a solution. So in order to show that, you could do a bunch of dots, but then you wouldn't have all the dots because you would need everything in between. What we do is we shade it. So we just kind of go like this and say everything below the line is part of the solution. And then that would be the end of your graph. Okay, so I'll do one more. Okay, so if we have, let's say, y is greater than or equal to 1/2 x minus 1. Draw my xy axis. Now I find my y-intercept, -1. My slope is up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Go the other way, down 1 to the left 2, down 1 to the left 2. Okay, now I look at this to decide if it's solid or dotted. It has a line underneath, which means we're including a line, so I got to make it a solid line. And then it says that y is greater than. So I'm going to the y-axis. It's greater than if I go up, do my arrow, and now that's the side of the line that I am going to shade on above the line.